Everything in this world as we see it is changeable. Nothing is really real, okay, unless I say it is. But even what's real is unchangeable. Okay. I'm gonna leave that there. The truth is unchangeable. That's real. Whoever this message is gonna resonate, baby. Look, like I said, I see you. I see you. Love, baby. We got. I feel like this is the tip of the iceberg, though, because it goes so much deeper. It goes so much deeper. And I feel like if you want more from this message, it's just a time for you to go back into meditation, to sit back, relax, and receive. Maybe journal what comes to you. But I'm hearing you're already there. And you're going to continue to move in this life. I don't feel like there's necessarily a destination, though. That's the thing. There is no destination. I'm also hearing there is no purpose. Everything is just here. Everything is now. You create the meaning. You use what you need to do to just feel however you want to feel. I was called to say a lot of people, when you in this energy, I'm hearing Baphomet. For those of you who have went that deep with your research, you know what Baphomet represents. Some of y'all get shooky. I don't understand people. They go so far, they do so much research, but when Baphomet come up, they get real disturbed. They get real, oh, that's evil. No, it's not. If you did enough fucking research and understand what that energy represents, you know it represents balance, internal balance. It was your feminine and masculine energy. Okay? So if you reach that level in your life, in your journey, I salute you. Okay? So like the video if you haven't already, baby. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. I send you loads of love and positive energy. Until next time. Peace.
All right. So let's talk about that. Because
believe it or not, I will draw the person you will marry.
you're doing too much.
One of my clients asked for a refund.
So if you want to check out that page, that's RREBEL Flower. Rebel or Rural Rebel Flower. I'll put it in the thing when I'm done. Anyways, I just want to say that we're at the point. I won't say where. Well, let me say where. For those that are really doing something right now or trying to do something, continue going on. I feel like we're at a point now where God is saying, you've become God now. What are you going to do? How are you going to change things, implement things? How are you going to create things? I'll give you an example of the flow that I'm in now. I woke up today around 4 or something, just out the blue. I needed to go pee, right? I get up, my nose start bleeding. And instead of getting the tissue, I'm over here running around trying to get the tissue. But I was also thirsty at the same time. And God said, use this to your advantage. Anything in life, especially at this point in time in the spiritual journey, everything is your advantage if you can see it. So my nose started bleeding and I bled on my art because I'm doing a piece on Yahshua. And he said, that's real blood. That's what God told me. That's real blood. In order to get this blood some other way, you would have to do some harm. I don't like harming people. I don't like harming myself. I don't like harming anything. So that means I would have to punch someone in the face to get them to bleed, cut myself to get myself to bleed. You know, go down the list. I don't want to do it. But he's told me if it's self-done, like if it's uncontrolled, you can use it to your advantage. Your nose bled because it was too hot. but now you have the source of blood at your fingertips. Use it to your advantage. So I let my nose bleed on the canvas, and when I was done, my nose stopped bleeding. I usually got to hold my nose up to the ear for like 5 minutes, squeeze my nose. It's like a 10-minute process. It stopped bleeding on its own. God said that's life. God said life is when you can use the bad stuff to your own advantage until it becomes good stuff. But you need the full balance in order to get to that power, meaning you have to stop caring about everything. If that makes sense. God told me that. He said the reason why people don't accomplish nothing on this planet is because we care about the wrong things. We waste about 35 years on bullshit. So by the time it starts really making sense and begin to matter, it's too late. By the time things begin to really matter, it's too late. And that's what the demonic spirit wants you to do. Waste your time on planet Earth. So by the time it makes sense, it's too late. You're too old. Like I said, I'm 36 years old, but I feel younger, if that makes any sense. I feel wiser, but younger at the same time, and it makes no sense. Either way, I'm using my time on this planet to do his will and to pass on. Because I realize none of this stuff on Earth really makes any sense anyway, and I just want to take a vacation. But I am grateful for him giving me a gift that I can use that I actually love to do. Because that's what I asked him. In the beginning, before I entered this realm of reality, before I accepted the contract in my 20s, I didn't even know what he was talking about half of the time. I just knew that I had a mission, and I said okay, because I didn't want to work with Satan. It's only two options you can really do with on planet Earth. Well, three. Yourself, which is lukewarm, which is basically Satan. You got God, and you have the duality, which is both. Because in order to understand God better, you gotta, dive in the darkness. Whether you like it or not, someone's gonna push you in, or you gotta jump in. You know. And there's so many crooked people around. It's sad. Because most of the people on this planet will not help you succeed, even though they can. This world could have been better 50 years ago, 100 years ago. But when people see greatness, they will destroy it before they assist it. It's really sad, man. Once you understand what life is really about, you want to kill someone. Not to say violence is good, because in the end, God will fight all of our battles. All of our battles that are too humongous, he will fight it. But the type of time that these people be on make you really want to hurt someone. When I was in my early years, in my 20s, I had to hold myself back to really not hurt people. Like I would have a whole internal dialogue with myself and be like, it ain't worth it, man. If you kill someone, they're gonna send you to jail. And since you chose it, they're gonna send you to jail for like 50 years. Like whatever time the case is really, whatever type of time they got you on with the case, they gonna double it, triple it. Don't do it. And then God will say, go in the house, smoke a blunt. Because I used to cope with drugs because I didn't know how to deal with my energy within. Because people will rile you up just to see you. Like, people will just try to get you to jump out your character just so you can destroy yourself. Let me say that again. People will try to do whatever to get you out your character so you can destroy yourself. People can't destroy you, but you can. And they know that. If you chosen, the only one that can really hurt you is you. But the opposition needs you to do something really tricky. They need you to do something that you can't come back from, that God cannot redeem you from in one lifetime. They know what they're doing, but it's okay. I'm at a point right now where I just don't care no more. I'm tired. And it's not really that I'm tired because I'll do this job with God until I pass away. It's that humans are so lazy. I feel like I'm doing this on my own. Many times I feel like humanity, many times I feel like humanity is a waste of time. Like we were just by accident. You know how people sometimes be fucking and they don't really want a baby, and then the baby they talk about, well, you know what? Uh, Emerald was an accident, and the child be like, accident. So you talking about I wasn't playing? And they look at each other like, no, you wasn't. You wasn't supposed to be here. I feel like that was a situation with God, and then when he spoke to the feminine aspect of God, they was like, oh, this an accident, my bad. But it's too late. What you gonna tell the accident? That you yes, you're meant to be here, but the way in which you got here wasn't the way we planned it. That's life. Humanity is the archetype of life. Like the chaos that is life is humanity. That's why we so retarded. But enjoy your life. And we shall reap the benefits of our consequence when the time is right. Because it's not the consequences that are bad, it's the fact that we don't learn from them. We shall reach the benefit of our consequence when the time is right. So continue doing you, and whatever is meant to happen will happen.